guys, it's Danny. I'm gonna be building a bench from 1x12s. But first I wanted to talk to you guys about making money doing woodworking. Okay? This right here is a job that I've been working on. I built some old-fashioned desks for a man that owns a theater company, and he went ahead and ordered the benches from me too. And I built them from scratch. I used that. I took a jigsaw, cut a triangle out, and then that's going to be your legs. I took a 1x6 and drilled pocket holes in it to make the connectors between the legs. And then I just took a 1x12. I cut it 18 inches to make a seat. Now that's a pretty simple build. I have 9 of them to build. I got 5 already built back there sitting. But what I wanted to talk to you about was, in my Craftsman video, I told you guys I was going to be doing some new videos for you guys. And I want to help you guys make money woodworking. Now, this time, 2 years ago, I was working doing construction for Outback, Carrabba's, and Bonefish traveling the country. When Corona hit, I had to quit doing that. So I was sitting here at the house and I thought, what can I do to make some money and still be working with my hands? And I come up with, I had checked on the internet, checked YouTube, and I seen a guy on there, Matt at 731 Woodworks. A lot of you guys have probably seen him. He's very good. So I went ahead and followed him, and I learned the craft. Now, I've gotten very good at the craft. I build everything from desk to this kind of stuff, to coffee tables and end tables, to doors, to island, whatever, vanities, entryway benches. I can build it all. So I wanted to come to you guys and talk to you about the money that can be made doing this. And you literally could go from a passive income into a full-time income making money doing this. This job right here for the 9 was $600. So if it takes me 2 days to build it, I make $300 per day. That's how I break it down. So, I mean, if you do the math, that's a lot of money. Now, a simple coffee table build. My point being is that you can always be making money. A normal job, if you go and you make 16 bucks an hour, you're gonna bring home about between $500 and $700. I'm just guessing. I didn't like figure it up or anything, but I know when I worked a regular job, that's what I made. So, after taxes and all that here in Ohio, it was about, I think I'd bring home about, I don't know, $571, $671, something like that. That's not overtime, that's just 40 straight hours. So if you take this work and break it down, if you do 3 $400 set of coffee table and end tables a week, or if you do 3 of them, that's $1,200. So that's more than you were making doing your 9 to 5 job. And plus, I don't kill myself. I don't start till 2 o'clock in the afternoon if I don't want to, and I can work until 9, 10 o'clock at night, or I can start at 7 in the morning and be done by 3 in the afternoon and have everything done. It's all, when it's your business, you can do what you want. The thing is capitalizing off the internet and off of other things around that can help you. My biggest seller that's helped me sell things has been using Facebook Marketplace. I get on there, I put woodworking, and then I'd say, please read the description carefully. tell them exactly what I make, the prices, because you don't want people thinking that you are running a furniture store, that you already got the stuff done already. So I wanted to make a video for you guys teaching you how to, giving you plans, teaching you how to make money, and hopefully we can grow together as a channel and as a group. I love to teach. I love people to learn from me, and so if I can teach you guys how to build things, that's my ultimate goal, is for you to be able to build things like I learned from Matt, and you to be able to make a great income doing woodworking. Woodworking's a good catalyst into other things, as far as making cabinets, making vanities, doing construction work. The woodworking industry will help you. It all ties in together. So let me get started. I wanted to show you guys how I built this little small bench. There's nothing spectacular about it. Let me grab my tools I need here to do it with. Okay. Now here, what I did was, I'm going to be using a 18-inch piece, and instead of using pocket holes, I'm just going to drill 2-inch pocket hole screws down. I don't know if you can see them. 2-inch pocket hole screws down inside of the top, but I'll drill a countersink bit. I'll take the countersink bit and I will drill it down and shoot 4 holes in each corner. But when I first started woodworking, I hated wood glue, because it seemed like every time, and see, my stuff's not perfect. I'm gonna have to take a sandpaper and do that, but it seemed like every time that I did something, I messed it up. The wood glue was on there, so I couldn't, I was between a rock and a hard place, because you have to take that back apart, but yet it tears off the pine. And that's the thing a lot of guys don't tell you. If you have a mistake making a project and the wood glue's dried, when you take it off, it's going to rip it out. Pine's very soft. It's going to rip out one side or the other is going to rip out. Most of the time it's the base part. So you want to make sure you got all of your bases covered as far as that goes. That way you're not having to do tear outs. Unfortunately, knock on wood, I have been lucky on this build to not have too many errors. But basically what you're going to want to do is take a string of wood glue. I'll show you. You don't have to get crazy with it. You can use a liberal amount, but about that much right there of wood glue. Just take your finger and smooth it across it a couple times, making sure you coat it evenly. That way it's good and covered. Then what you're going to want to do is take your board. So I got my base here. You're going to want to take your board, get it up as even as possible. And I'm the king of mistakes. I do make mistakes, but you're going to want to get it as even as possible. Take your clamp, get it on there. Then once you got it on there like that, and there's many ways to do it. This is the way I do it. I'm not telling you that you can't do it a different way. You can lay it down. It's just that the clamps is the easiest part, because you don't have it moving around on you. But take your pocket hole screw, hit it twice, 2 drills with your pocket hole screw. Making sure that it's level and even. So you got that, it's got the wood glue, it'll dry. And now next, you're gonna want to take the other board, the connector board, the side rail is what it's called. Put your glue on there, take your finger, smooth it out. And the thing is, a lot of guys that have YouTube channels, they don't tell you how to do this stuff. And I just want you guys, I want to do stuff for you guys that I didn't get that I had to learn the hard way. So I'm trying to give you guys a heads up. So you take it, you put it on there like that, make sure it's pretty level. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always sand out a mistake as long as it ain't too crazy. So you want to take it, put your board on, get it straight as flush as possible. You want to take your screws and do like I did on the other one. Whoa, got my table about flipped up on me. But, so there. Now that's done. What you want to be careful though is getting your wood glue on the outside. This is going to be a whole stained piece. It's going to be stained in a, I want to call it English chestnut or something to the effect. It's going to be an orange, or let me see, an orange color. Let me see if I can get the color. Sorry, I'll hurry. Okay, it's going to be colonial maple. That's going to be the color, colonial maple. And when you open the can, it's by Minwax. When you open the can, it's got a orange color to it. Sorry, I'm from the South and I have my own language. So it's going to have an orange color to it. Basically, just get it the best you can. And see, like right here, I noticed that that's loose. You can always go back and hit it. You just don't want to over tighten. You just want to make sure it's good and tight, but not over tight. See, it's perfect now. So, but you don't want to mix your stain on top of the wood glue because it makes a real light color. So either A, wipe it off with a rag, or B, you have to sand it and sand the crap out of it because it will make your wood have a shiny spot in the stain. It'll be lighter than the rest of the job. So basically, all I'm going to do, and this will make, you can make money off of this. This right here, you don't have to use it as in a play. This is a basic bench that you could use to put by your front door for a child to sit on. This is just something basic that you can do or make it for your children for fun. You know, it'll be a good introduction to woodworking for them. So just take that. Rub. See, I got glue on the wood. Now, if it's on the underbelly or the inside, it's okay, because that's going to be hid. And I'm not telling you to do a bad job. I'm just saying nobody's going to see it, so you don't have to freak out. Try to get it out the best you can, but I'm just saying if it is on the underbelly, it's going to be it's more than likely not going to be seen. So, take your clamp. You want to get that as flush as possible. Take your clamp. Now I'm using an one. I think this is I don't know, it's I think it's a 36 or 48. I'm not sure. But it works good. I think my other one's a 36, so I think this is a 48. It's a big one. But just you don't need to kill it, just get it on there pretty snug, because if you need to move, then you won't be able to move it at all. So just get it on there snug. Now, so once that's done, you're going to want to take your 2 screws, thread the 2 screws into the 2 pocket holes. I'm using 1.25 inches, but when you're starting out, you'll probably want to use 1 inch till you get comfortable with the pocket hole jig and the drill bit and stuff. And basically, that's all you're going to do. You're going to flip it around. You're going to flip it around, and you're going to drop if it's uneven, you want to push it together and make sure it's as even as you can get it. And then take your other two 1.25" pocket hole screws. Shoot the screw in. Shoot the screw in. And see, a lot of guys will time lapse here, and I don't think it does you guys justice time lapsing, because I don't feel like you're learning if you're time lapsing when you need to be learning this stuff and you're trying to learn how to do things. Time lapse is not a good thing for somebody that's trying to learn what they're doing. You need to be able to see every step I'm doing. So now I got the side rails on. This is going to be a simple. Make sure it's level on both sides. Use a tape measure, even though I'm not, because I'm showing you guys this. You want to use at least your fingertips and make sure they're about even on each side. Make sure it's level. Now, I'm going to take this drill bit. This is called a countersink bit. It's got a drill bit here, and then it's got a drill bit down here. What it does is you sink your drill bit in. When you hit that part, it allows the drill bit to make a bigger hole. That way when you shoot screws in, they're not sticking up, and they'll be below the surface. That way you can cover them with filler or however you want to do it, or not touch them. They just won't be scraping against stuff. So basically what you're going to do, you're going to take the drill bit, you're going to leave a nice, and I'll bring the bench over there and show it to you. You're going to leave a nice, you want to make sure it's even and you're not poking through on either side. You're going to want to go down and get it kind of deep so the screws on the benches aren't poking anymore. So then, almost finished. I want to take it here. Okay, so now let me screw it down first so it don't slide around, and then you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about with the countersink part. Because a lot of this stuff I wasn't shown or taught, but I think it's something good if you're going to learn. Excuse me. And this will all help you guys okay, one more. Thought I had 4, but I only had 3. Story of my life. Okay, so you see how those are sunken in? They're below the surface of the hole. Now you can cover that with filler. But my point is, they won't be snagging on people's clothes when they're sitting on it. And you've got a bench that's perfect. They can sit on it. They can use it for their play. I got to sand it down. It's sticking out in spots. But I'm just saying, it's when it's all said and done, it's gonna be a very good bench for what they need it for. It's going to be for a play. All right, guys. Well, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the thing below.